Hi, Room 10. It is time for writing workshop, and it is an exciting day today. Today, we are on the last step of our writing process. We are going to be publishing. So what that means is for your setup, you need to have your writing folder, of course. You want to have probably both a green and a red pen or whatever you've been using for your revising and your editing, just in case you have to do any more. You may want to have some crayons or some markers in case you choose one of the options, the optional activities at the end. And you are going to want to have that one review that you are planning on publishing. So you're all set up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and talk us through what we've done. We came up with our ideas. We planned. We sketched and labeled. We did our writing and revising, and the writing and revising included adding details, adding transitional words and phrases, giving us an introduction or a hook, and also writing a conclusion or a call to action. And then yesterday we edited, where we checked our spelling, our capitalization, and our punctuation. So we are ready to choose our one book, our one review to publish. So I, of course, am going to be publishing. You guys have lots of choices. I only have this one. So I'm going to be publishing my review of Zoom. And I'm going to kind of keep them on top of each other, so I'll be flipping them out a little bit because I really want you to pay attention to this checklist. Now, I'm sending your grown-ups a copy typed up. It's exactly like this checklist. So we're going to go through it up here, but you will have this at home that you can actually write on and do things with. So I'm going to hold both my pens because I'm not sure what's going to happen, what I need to do. So publishing, it says choose one review to publish. I've done that. Now let me tell you, if this is the review that you've been working with for the last couple of days, you're going to whip through this pretty quickly because you've done a lot of the things already. If you've chosen a review that you didn't work with the last few days, which is totally okay, you might have to spend a little bit more time making sure you did everything that's on the checklist. Okay, so here we go. Choose one review to publish. Then our checklist. I wrote an introduction or hook to get the reader's attention. So I'm going to look at mine. I've got my green pen ready. Do you want to keep learning and seeing people when you are in isolation? Well, Zoom is perfect for you. Okay. Now, I'm not going to write on here because I want to keep my poster, but you would put like a check mark or an X on your paper. I've done that. I named a topic. Oh, Zoom. Okay, yeah, I definitely named my topic. I did that in my introduction. I did that. I gave an opinion. Oh, Zoom is perfect for you. There we go. I gave an opinion. I gave at least 2 reasons for my opinion. I better read through and see if that's right. So I say Zoom is perfect for you. First off, Zoom is good. It's another way of saying my opinion. You can learn lots of things. For example, you might take a ballet class on Zoom. You also might learn about silkworms or how to do math. Okay, so that's a reason that you can learn things. So I do have one reason. I better check and see if I have some more. I'm going to flip up here. Although I like it, sometimes Zoom does not work right. Although I like it, sometimes Zoom does not work right. I did not read that correctly. The screen will freeze or it will act different on different computers. You will get upset. Well, I'm not really given a reason for good. So let's make sure I have another one that kind of supports my it's good opinion. In conclusion, the best thing about Zoom is you get to see your friends and students. You should definitely try Zoom. Okay, I have 2 reasons. So I could put an X there. I wrote details to support my opinion. Oh yeah, definitely. I talked about ballet and I talked about silkworms and math. Those are some details. I talked about how the screen freezes and looks different on different computers. And I talked about friends and other students. So I have some details there. I've done that. I use transitional words or phrases. So let's see here. Oh, first off, I do have that. For example, okay, I have some. Although, let's see, yeah. In conclusion, okay, I definitely put some transitional words or phrases in there, so I would mark that off. So far, I've done everything I need to do. Now, if you find that you're missing something, you're going to want to take your green pen and add that in there at this point. So this isn't just like, oh, I check it off even if I didn't do it. No, no, no. If you didn't have something, you would want to add it in. I wrote a strong ending, closure. Okay, let me go to the ending. You should definitely try Zoom. I think we're good with that. So that one I would do here. Now this is in red because this is editing things. I checked for spelling, capitals, and punctuation. So I'm going to read through. Do you want to keep learning? Okay, I've got capital there. I have question mark. I have periods. First off, Zoom. Oh, wait a minute. I just found a mistake. And this is what happens. Sometimes when you're checking another time, you find that you missed something. I said first off, which is the beginning of a sentence. I didn't capitalize that F. So I'm finding more things as I go through. First off, Zoom is good. You can learn lots of things. For example, you might take a ballet class on Zoom. You also might learn about silkworms or how to do math. Okay. Although I like it, sometimes Zoom does not work right. Period. The screen will freeze or it will act different on different computers. You will get upset. Okay, I've got all my punctuation in there. In conclusion, the best thing about Zoom is you get to see your friends and students. I fixed the spelling. You should definitely try Zoom. I think, oops, this is coming down a little. I think the pen cap never stays on this one. I'll fix it later. I'm good, and I'm so glad I read this again because I caught that I had missed that capital because that's not the beginning of the sentence anymore. That is, so I want to make sure I have that. Okay, we're good. So I would say I checked for all those things. I'm going to pick up my pen cap. Then, remember our story about the kid who was typing a report that I used to tutor, and every time he wanted to write judge, he wrote fudge, and his computer didn't catch it, and he refused to read it again, and he turned it into his teacher saying fudge instead of judge over and over again. So, no fudge. Read it. I read it one more time. Read it one more time. So I'm just going to double check. Do you want to keep learning and seeing people when you are in isolation? Well, Zoom is perfect for you. First off, Zoom is good. You can learn lots of things. For example, you might take a ballet class on Zoom. You also might learn about silkworms or how to do math. Although I like it, sometimes Zoom does not work right. The screen will freeze or it will act different on different computers. You will get upset. I actually want to fix something here because I keep messing up a sentence and I think it needs a comma. This is not a first grade thing. Although I like it, I really want to put a comma in there, so I pause. Although I like it, pause. Although I put that in the wrong place. Although I like it, sometimes Zoom does not work right. I think that makes it a little easier and I know when to pause. See, reading it one more time helps. In conclusion, the best thing about Zoom is you get to see your friends and students. You should definitely try Zoom. I'm good. I read it one more time. Cross that out. Remember, no fudge. And I would have had a missing comma. Okay. Now it goes into the publishing stuff, the fun stuff. I made a cover for my review with a title and an author. Everybody, this is required. You must make a cover. So I've kind of done my cover ahead of time because I don't think you guys want to watch me draw it. So I made a cover, a review of Zoom by Miss Dotson. I have me on here and I decorated it because you want your cover to look beautiful. I'm going to put that on top. That's required. I'm going to ask everybody to do that. Now you see right here, it says optional. These are choices you can make. You do not have to do these things, but you can. And I know some of you will want to. I made a dedication page. You guys have loved to make dedication pages over the years, so I want to give you the chance to do that. I made a dedication page. I'm dropping things. It says, dedicated to the students of Room 10, who I wouldn't get to see without Zoom. So I dedicated this to you. Remember our dedication page is the page that comes right after the title. So title, our cover, then dedication page, and then the book. Now, the next thing you get to do is your choice, optional. I colored my pictures. At this point, you can go back and add color and more detail to your pictures. Please don't add color to the words because then it makes it really hard to read. And I do want to read it, but you can go back on your pictures and color those. Optional, some of you like black and white. And for me, I'm actually choosing not to color my pictures. I'm going to leave them just the way I did them before. Now at this point, I didn't put it on the checklist, but right now my book is 3 separate pages. So I am going to want to take a stapler or whatever you choose to do at your house. I'm going to staple in the upper left-hand corner, and then I have a book. If you choose, you can do more staples. Just make sure it's a book that you can easily open and close and read because you're going to be reading it to your classmates on Monday during our Zoom call. We're going to have a publishing party where I'm going to break you into groups and you're going to get to read to each other. The last thing you see here, it says, if you finish publishing one review, I'm done with this one, you may publish another one, but that's your choice. It's optional. Some of you publish really quickly and you might want to take another one of your reviews and publish that one. You can totally do that, but you do need to come back to the top and go through the checklist. Wow, that was a lot, but we are all the way through our writing process. We are going to be ready for our publishing party on Monday, and I can't wait to hear and read all of your reviews. It's time for you to head off and go write. Well, not write today, publish. I'll see you next time. Bye.